Hey guys, so I wanted to show you a few things that I got from a few different places and do a look with some of them. So the first thing I got was with my Ipsy bag, which I didn't get yet. I get discounts, so I got this. I'm in love with it. It really turned me on to Huda makeup, and I think I'm gonna get some. This Huda beauty palette, the 4 highlighters. So we have a cream highlighter and 4 highlighters. This is a blush and this is like a bronzer topper, but I used them this morning for highlighter, like the cream and then the regular. Oh my god, guys, came out so good. Then Ulta's having like its 30 days of beauty, so I didn't really order makeup, I ordered a few things, but I ordered a bunch of skincare because during quarantine, what do you do besides sit home and do skincare? So I got a big thing of the facial radiance pads because I tried them a bunch of times and I love them, especially like after you take your makeup off with like a makeup wipe and then you do that. It saves you a step of like really washing your face before you do a mask, or it saves me steps. Then I'm so excited about this. I got the Peter Thomas Roth pumpkin enzyme mask. This was like $20 off. I think it was like 40 bucks. His stuff is so great. His water cloud moisturizer, gel moisturizer is so good. But I'm now using the Tatcha water cream. It's kind of the same, kind of along the same lines. They're both like water gel creams, like moisturizers, but I can't wait to try this stuff. So this is a pumpkin enzyme mask and it's like a facial and like exfoliator in one. I can't wait. Then I also got this on sale. They are the Patchology Rejuvenating Eye Mask, and they're for puffiness because I get like puffy under here. They were 15 bucks. I think there's like 30 in here, 15. But so I got those 3 things, and then I got for makeup, I got the Too Faced lip gloss, which I love. I have it in like a white with like a blue sparkle, which I love the texture of it. It's amazing. Like, this is the best lip gloss ever. It's like very thin, it stays on your lips, it moisturizes. I can't get it out. So I got this color in Two Night Stand, it's called, if I can get it out. So it's like a pink, just like a pink sparkle gloss. It is so pretty, you guys. Look at that. Gorgeous. I love it. And the texture is just amazing. And then this was on sale too. I got an Urban Decay lipstick, a Vice lipstick. I think it's matte. Yeah, Comfort Matte. I got in Stark Naked. This is a beautiful color. I'm going to show you. Look at that nude. Just like the perfect, like, I like very light nudes, but this under one of my very favorite, like, light nudes is going to be gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to try to use all that stuff. The skincare stuff I'm not going to use. Then another day, I got an order from e.l.f. and I got the Halo Glow setting powder in medium, which I'm so excited for. And then I got 3 of the bite-size eyeshadow palettes. So I got Berry Bad. If I can open it. That's Berry Bad. And then I got Pumpkin Pie, which is this. I really love this. I'm going to do a look with these e.l.f. shadows. And then I got Rose Water. I don't know which one I'm going to use, but I couldn't decide which color I wanted. I need to get them all. They're $3. And then I have this one, Cream and Sugar, which I have used plenty. So I now have 4. And I just honestly placed another e.l.f. order because I finished up my Catrice brow pencil. So the Catrice Slim Brow Pencil is amazing, but it lasted me like 2 weeks and I was kind of pissed. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to order that again, even though it's very cheap. There's not much in there. So that could be why it's so cheap. But I ordered an e.l.f. brow pencil because I heard that was good. So I'm going to try that out. And I also ordered a lipstick and a lip gloss from e.l.f. that Tati just used on her most recent video with this lip liner. And it looked gorgeous. So I had to get it. Okay, then I got an order from Juno & Co. And I got, the Miracle, what is it called? Moonshine Miracle Cream. Guys, I cannot fucking wait to try this. I've heard so much about it. I heard everyone loves it. I mean, look at this. It's just like amazing. So I don't need this box. So I'm actually, while I'm talking and I'm showing you things, I'm going to put some of this on because I'm going to use it more. I'm going to use it, so it does work on pores and stuff. I just dropped it, so I'm just going to, I think it works on like covering pores, and maybe if I had a mirror and I didn't just look in the camera, I think it works on like covering pores and making your complexion just nice and clear. And in this video, I'm also going to do a new foundation routine, which I'm going to show you guys. It changed my life, and it's partially because of Tati. She did it in her video the other day, and I was just like, you know what? It's using less makeup, like all over your face, and so you don't look cakey, and the look is just gorgeous. So I'm going to show you guys that look and how to get it, but let me show you the rest of this. So I got 3 brushes, guys. These are like $3 from Juno and Co, and I've been looking for this exact brush to like put powder right here or even concealer, so I'm really excited about that. And then I got this foundation brush, which I'll show you. I needed a brush like this because this is what I'm pretty much going to use for foundation. And then I just got an eye brush because I wanted to try the brushes. But these brushes, they're like $3. I mean, mind you, the bottom is super crappy and thin, but the brush itself, it feels great, and I'm gonna try it and we'll get a first impression together. And then I just got a couple more sponges. I got the pink sponge and the mini sponges, which I'm gonna hold for later because I have it. And then I got more of this. It's the sponge cleaner. This is so good. It will clean your sponge, and I use it on my brushes so fast. And then I also had the Cinema Secrets brush cleaner, which I used up, and it only took 2 times of me cleaning my brushes and it was gone. So I ordered another brush cleaner, which is like very similar. I forgot, it's from Veramona. And I also got the one of these because this is my OCD. I hate that this has a circle in it and I can't just brush it through. So I got a new Veramona one, which should be here soon, without this. And I think it's a little smaller, which is fine. And they have like a brush cleaner, which is similar to the Cinema Secret, so I got it. But I learned a trick from, I think it was Glam and Gore who got it from Nikki Tutorials, that the Cinema Secrets is the same as just dipping your brush in alcohol and wiping it on the thing. So I'm going to do that from now on. After this, what I just bought, I'm not buying any more brush cleaner because I'm just going to dip it in alcohol. That's really the best way to do it. So that's what I'm going to do with that. Okay, so let me think what I want to do now. I think now I'm going to get some primer on my face, and I'm going to show you my foundation routine. Okay, so even though I use this amazingness, which I'm going to put in my bin, I still want to prime. And I also ordered a couple of things from Haley's because this trial size is not enough. It's almost out of the refined pores. Guys, this stuff is so fucking bomb. It's like this, but much smoother, and like you feel it more absorbing into your skin than that. Today I want to go a little bit matte, so I think I'm going to use, what do I want to use? Which primer should I use? I'm going to use, I don't have many mattifying primers anymore. I'm going to use my Lancome Prep and Matte just on the outside of my face. I'm just going to do like that. So I'm going to do this just on the outside of my face. Sometimes I double up primers. Like, I don't think it's the end of the world. Like, if I get it on my nose or my cheeks and then I go on with this on top of it, I don't think it's the end of the world. Shit happens. So I'm taking some of this. See, it's running out. I got a big one. And the bottle, when it gets low, is like very hard to squeeze because you can only squeeze one side. So it's weird. So I'm just warming it up with my hands, and I'm just kind of pushing it. And you feel, it's like, guys, it's so like silky and smooth. And it's just, I mean, it can come off feeling a little oily, but it's not. It's just it's super, super silky. And I honestly, I never thought a $12 primer would be this amazing. But thank you, Jasmine. It's really amazing. Okay. Now to start, I'm thinking if we should do the eyes first or the foundation. I think I'm going to do the foundation because I want to show you guys my foundation trick really bad. Okay, so what you need is cream contour and concealer is the first step. So I got my cream contour, I'm getting my concealer. I'm going to use my Tarte in light neutral, and I'm going to use a dab of the e.l.f. in light sand. But first step, no foundation on my face, straight up primer. And you know what I'm going to do, actually? I think I'm going to take a little bit of powder and just go over my face because I want it to be a little matte today. So I'm just taking some powder And I'm going over my face. This is a good trick too. I'm showing you guys all the tricks today. So this should make your skin just like very dry. Even though you like a sticky base to grip your makeup, I honestly don't find that that really makes so much of a difference. I feel like I'm very low. Sorry, let me just, there we go. Okay, so much better. Sorry about that. So I am powdering my face, and then I'm gonna do another trick. I'm gonna take the Catrice glowy setting spray. I'm just gonna set my face. Hold, please. And after this, I'm gonna go in with my concealer first, and then my contour, and then my foundation. And you use so much less foundation. It's really great. Okay. So I'm taking my concealer first. I'm gonna go in with, actually I'm gonna go in with my, I'm looking at my video instead of the mirror. Okay, so, oh, hold on, I forgot my corrector. So I'm taking my peach and I'm just going right here. I'm gonna let that sit for like a minute. And then I'm gonna take just any brush and I'm patting it in. I'm not rubbing. I'm just patting. If you don't need color corrector, don't do the step. It's as simple as that. I just do it because I think it hides the bags a little bit and I like the way it looks. But then it's like when you go in with light concealer, it kind of just undoes that. So that's why I'm using this light neutral, because it's not as light. Okay, so my first step is concealer. I'm going in with this, and you're going to put concealer everywhere you normally would. On the nose, on here, on the chinny chin. Okay, and then I'm just taking a dab of the e.l.f., the lighter one, in the very corner. And now I'm actually going to use my Blendiful. My Blendiful, and I go between a Blendiful and a brush because I can't make up my mind. Like some places I'll use a Blendiful and just like rub it in. So how's everyone doing during this quarantine? I know it's kind of crazy, and the craziest thing is that it's only April 2nd, and we might, well, not we might, we are going to be doing this till April 30th at least. And that's like the soonest everything will be done, which is really crazy, because thinking about sitting like in your house for a month doing the same old, which is this, like literally nothing, can't go anywhere, can't do anything, can't see any friends, is like crazy to me. It's overwhelming when you think about it. So I'm just blending this in, and I switched to my e.l.f. sponge. This is what I do. I will use one tool and then I'll switch and I'll use another tool. Okay, so my concealer is everywhere that I would normally put it. Now I'm going with my cream contour, and I'm using like a flat skinny brush. You can use whatever. I'm going with my cream contour. I'm using a bronzer color, but you can use a contour color. I go between both. So I'm going over here and I'm making that line. And I'm making that line here. And then I'm going on my forehead and down the sides. And I know this looks crazy, guys, but just trust the process. This is actually kind of, I think Tati now uses, I can't think of his name, Scott Barnes, the Scott Barnes technique on her face from that. Like when you see her do her foundation, she still uses the Scott Barnes technique, I think, which is pretty much what this is in like a mellowed out, smaller version. So I'm using this tiny little brush. This is actually a Real Techniques brush, and I'm going in with this, and I'm going to go around my lip. This brush is actually perfect for this. You could use like any skinny brush, it doesn't really matter. And I'm doing my nose contour with this. So I'm going to go up in here and down and just make a line. And I know it looks crazy, but just trust the process. Oh, that got a little crooked. Okay, and I also, because Tati did this. I'm literally doing everything Tati did because it came out so good. And when I did it this morning, guys, it really came out so good. So you take more and you put it in here. Just everywhere you would contour. And then you're going to put a line right here. A line right here. You don't have to do all this. You can totally do whatever you want to do. Don't do it. I don't care. I just want to show you how good it looks because I was like, oh my god, is it gonna, like, look at how much contour I have, and is it gonna blend in right? It fucking blends in amazing, guys. Okay, so for today for foundation, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna use the same foundation I used earlier because it came out so good. And actually, ironically, it's the same foundation Tati used, this one. So I'm going in with my L'Oreal Infallible, but I'm mixing it. So I'm gonna do 1 pump of that. And I'm going to do one, there's no pump, but I'm going to do like an equivalent of a pump of the Fit Me. And this is a little bit lighter, but it's just because that's what works for my skin tone. You just want your color foundation, whatever it is. You can use 1, you can use 2, it doesn't really matter. Okay, this morning I used a super big brush and it worked nicely, but I think I want to use... Where's the brush I want to use? You want like a big puffy brush, but you don't want anything crazy. Here we go. Like something like this. I don't know. I might go in between these two because you want something puffy that could just like dot it on. Okay. So I'm going to start with this. I'm going to try it. See how it goes. So you're just literally going to blend on the foundation on top of the contour. On top of the lip contour. And you look, a little squirt of foundation. I think this brush may be too small, actually. And the crazy thing is, the brush I used this morning was huge, but it works so well. I don't know. I'm going to see how this works. So you're going on top of the contour. You're just like literally pouncing on top of the contour. You're going to go on your eyes. Don't forget the forehead. You're going light, like not so much on top of the contour, but just enough that you can still see through it. Okay. And I know this is scary when you first do it because you're like, oh my god, am I blending all that work away that I just did? But you're not. Don't forget the ears. Okay. So see how you did that? And this way you don't look as cakey. And then I just go over with a sponge just to kind of even it out. But like you don't have a double layer of foundation on your under eyes. You don't have a double layer of cream where your contour, like where all your contour would go. It's just, that doesn't look good in there. It just works so much. Like I'm totally contoured and my foundation is on, and it's just like the perfect technique. Like, and then we're gonna go in with bronzer. But as you see, I'm contoured here, I'm contoured here, I'm contoured, my nose is contoured. Now, if you have a good brush, this brush is not the brush to use. Like the brush I used this morning, I'm gonna show you guys. The brush I used this morning was literally a huge like powder brush, like almost like this, and it worked better because I just like basically blotted it all over. So I'm still on the hunt for a good brush to do that with, but I don't think this would work. Although actually this might work because this is kind of smoothing it out nicely. You know what, maybe next time I will go on with this brush. I think this brush might work nice. Juno & Co. for the win. Okay, so now next step. So the next step is just going to be powder, bronzer like normal, and blush like normal. So I'm going to do that so this video is not 19 hours. And then I'm going to come back and we're going to play with some eyeshadow. Okay, so I just did a light layer powder, and then for bronzer, you're just like literally patting. You're not going overboard because you just want to bring out that contour you just did, and that's it. I did a little bit of my Glossier cream blush, and I put a little bit of the Huda cream highlighter on just with this, and I go over powder with it. Like I go over cream on top of powder, and it's totally fine. Unless you have crappy products, you don't really need to follow that rule if you're just like dabbing and doing a little bit. So I put like a little bit on over here, just like tapped it on with a sponge. And now I'm going to go in with a Morphe, I think it's M510, and I'm going to go in with this lightest color, Seychelles, and I'm just literally putting it on top. Wow, do you see that? That cream and then that, and then this just really make it pop. Do you see that? How fucking amazing that is? Like, look at that. Look at how great that looks. Just like, look at that. Like, look at that highlight. That is gorgeous. Like, gorgeous. And then you're just gonna take a little, I put a little on the cream on my nose, and then just this, look at how just light that is. It's just so beautiful. And then the extra I'm gonna put up here, and that's it. Thank you, Miss Huda. This palette is seriously amazing. I got it for 18 bucks. Seriously, if you're an Ipsy member, it is amazing. You get deals on so many things. They have so many of the high-end products. It's just fucking amazing. Okay, so now to set my entire face, I'm going to take a little of the Halo Glow Setting Powder from e.l.f. Just putting a little in there, and I'm not going overboard with it. I'm going underboard with it. So I'm just using a Real Techniques powder brush. This is almost like the brush I used with the foundation was this, but like a little bigger than that. I don't know. I think that Juno & Co. sponge is going to work. So I'm just like dusting over lightly my face. You know what? I did not. Blend that lip contour as good as I wanted. Sorry about that. Make sure you always blend the lip contour. Okay, so you're just going over everything, your ears. Okay, and that's that. So that's the face, and so now I'm just gonna spray. I'm gonna use the MAC Fix Plus. I usually use 2 setting sprays because I'm bougie like that, and I'm gonna use the Lancome Fix It and Forget It. Do you see how? Look at that. Fucking amazing. Okay, I'm just gonna set my face. I'm gonna move on to eyes. So the look I have in mind is nothing because I have no look in mind. So I'm looking at all these palettes. Let's see. I feel like I've done brown looks with you guys so many times. Maybe I'll go for the pink. So I'm going to use Rose Water. And I'm going to use a little bit of Berry Bad. And then I'll see if I need to add a little bit of anything else. But I'm going to go for a pink look because I like pink. But I'm not going to go, I don't want to do shimmer. I want to do very matte. Like, I don't even want to do a full eye. I just want to do like a blended out, blown out crease, and then like a liner line with the darker color. So I may use a dark brown from the other palette. Okay, got my eye brushes. I cleaned all my brushes the other day. I'm so proud. I'm gonna actually start, I usually start with like a big blown out brush, which is going, that doesn't fall in there, which is going to be like this. This I usually use for like as a clean brush to blow everything out, but let me think here. Actually, you know what, I'm gonna start out with this brush. Oh, that was a good catch. I'm gonna use the Real Techniques brush. It comes in a pack with the smaller brush, and it's amazing. Does it have glitter in it? Okay, for some reason this has glitter in it, so we're not gonna use that brush. We're gonna use this brush. I got this from Ipsy also. It's crappy handle, but the brush itself is great. It's a Farrah brush, and it's a 35E. I don't know, it's a couple bucks. Okay, so I'm going to start, the colors don't have names, so I'm going to start with this lightest color here. And I'm just going to kind of go above my crease. And a little bit on the eye. Oh. It's a very pretty pink color, and don't forget you're going over that brown contour, so it is gonna look a little bit darker in certain areas, which is totally fine. So you just want to do the crease, and then when you have a little on your brush, you want to go up to the eyebrow. Okay, so ooh, that looks really good. I love this color. It's just like a nice blown out pink. Okay, now being that that was the only matte in that, I'm not doing shimmer today. I'm just not loving shimmer lately. I'm going to go in this palette, and I'm going to go with this color on the end. And I'm going to take a little bit of a smaller brush. Which brush? Which brush? I think I'm going to use this brush, the Morphe M433. And I'm just going to like blow out the outer corner, and that's literally it for this. So I'm going, actually, sorry, I'm going to go in the crease, and then I'm going to blow out this outer corner with it. I just like do a circle on the eye. That's literally how I blow out this outer corner. And I want some on the outer lid. So in here is going to be totally empty until we put that liner line on, which I'll show you what we're going to do. So you would normally just find, I would say, the darkest color, and see how, look at that. Beautiful. Exactly what I wanted. Okay, so this is how I've been wearing my eyes lately, and I love it because I don't love wearing shimmers on a daily basis. I like more of the matte look on a daily basis because I find it's like more casual, especially now with quarantine. I mean, even during work though, I really just like the matte colors because I feel like it's less like, whoa, you have so much makeup on, you know, especially where I work. I mean, if I was going out or something, totally, I would use the Stila liquid, the metal eyeshadow, but this is just my more casual, everyday kind of look. And you're blowing it out on the sides also, don't forget. You want that almost, you're going to create that V almost. Okay, now we're going to take a very dark color. You could go dark, dark pink. You could use a dark brown. I'm debating between the dark brown and this dark maroon color. Those are the two colors. Sorry, it's like that. I think I'm going to go with the maroon color so it matches. Okay, so what you want is a very skinny flat brush. Let me look for my brush that I want. My favorite brush to use is this Morphe M165. It's a great, it's supposed to be for brows, I think, and it would be amazing for brows, I can already tell. But I just want to fix my brow, excuse me. But it's great for doing like a lower lash line. And also I use, where is it? A Moda brush. The Moda brush, here it is. The Moda brushes are the best. It's just like a flat, skinny, fluffy brush. These are from, I think you get these with Ipsy boxes too. Guys, these brushes are fucking bomb. Or BoxyCharm, I really don't remember. Okay, anyway, so I'm going with this dark color. I'm just gonna coat my brush up, get it all nice and coated. And I'm just starting on the outer lash. I'm just starting thick, and then I'm gonna go thin. And just for this area is where I'm using this brush. Oh, I don't feel like this color has a lot of payoff. Okay, let's try it with this. So I'm going with the skinny brush, and I'm getting my brush real coated. And now I'm going in between my lash line and my brow and my lid. And I'm just getting the color in there. And then we're gonna do like a winged out shadow. That's my favorite eye look, is just a winged out shadow look. I must have lash glue right there, which is why it's not sticking. Yeah, I do. Okay, so ignore that little missing piece right there. I have lash glue, so we're just gonna ignore that. Okay, so I'm going in here and I'm going out a little. Now you could totally leave it like this, but I'm gonna wing it out. If this color will show up. I don't know, we might have to use a darker color. You know what, I'm going to mix a little of this dark brown in this other palette, in the cream and sugar palette, and maybe that'll work. There we go. Okay, so see, I just did like a simple little wing. Nothing crazy. And I'm literally the type of person that will sit here and go over and over and over the wing until it looks perfect, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to leave it like that, just like that. Okay, so now we're going to the other side. I'm going to show you again. You can really start wherever you want. So I'm going on the inner corner. I'm just starting. So you want to go very tight on your lash line. Just like really brush it in between your lashes and your lid. And now we're going to go in with this brush again. Just because it makes it easier on the corner and you could be thicker on the corner, even though you have to go in again with the liner brush. I love doing liner. It's just I'm so bad at it. Like, the way that I do it best, I'm going to talk while I do this. The way I do it best is if I like do it in shadow and then I get my shape, because with eyeshadow you can like make mistakes and fix it. So I find it much easier because you can like just take a Q-tip and fix it and it'll be fine. But with like liquid liner, forget it. It's too much pressure. That's one thing I like really need to practice. So with that, so the way I do it best is I do it like this with shadow. I do like black or brown and get it nice, and then I take a potted gel liner and I just go over it, and that's the way I get wings when I do wings. But it's a long process. It takes a while because I have to do basically 2 layers, and then I put shadow over it to kind of set the gel liner. But that's why I love doing it with eyeshadow, because it's just like a quick process. And I find I do a lot better with eyeshadow. Like, sometimes I don't even have to fix it. Like, right now, I really don't even have to fix it. I have to fix this side because I made it a little too thick. Excuse me for doing that. I don't care if you think I'm gross. It's my eye and my spit. And that's that. And see, this is the only problem. Like, I got a little of the fallout on the cream. Like, it's sticking to the Huda cream highlight. But I just brushed it off, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so I'm just going to fix this one a little bit more. The left is long. It's so hard getting them even. I was watching Raw Beauty Christie last night or the night before, and she was doing this with like this look with like tape, and like getting them both the same and both even on the same side going in the same exact angle is so freaking difficult. And she's like a professional and she really had an issue with it, so it doesn't make me feel as bad when I struggle, but I still don't want to struggle because I would, if I could, I would wear wing liner. Okay, I think that's the best I'm going to get at the most even. If I could, I would wear wing liner every single day. Just do it 1, 2, 3 with the liquid, but I can't. I'm not that good at it. So this is how I do it. And this is my favorite look. It's just, sometimes I feel like, oh, is the shadow going to wear off? That's why I don't love to just do shadow, but lately it hasn't. It's been staying. Like today it stayed mostly all day. I did it at like 6 a.m. before I did my work online, and it came out good. So this is the final eye look on top. For the bottom, we're going to go in with our first pink color. Where's the brush we used? I'm just going to use a skinnier brush. Actually, I'm going to do what I did this morning because I love the way that looked. I'm going to go in with this again in the darkest brown, what you used on the wing, the darkest brown and the red. And you're just gonna tight line about 1/3 of your eye. And you can make it look messy, it doesn't matter. So just tight line, even half. Half is good. Okay, and then you're gonna take the lightest color. Which brush did I use for the lightest color? Was it this one? Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna take the lightest color mixed with, oh no, that's not the lightest color. Sorry, I'm having a brain fart. Okay, so I'm just using this brush right now. So this is the lightest color. You're going to take the lightest color mixed with the medium color that we used, and we're just going to blow it out. And just really get it on here. And if you think it's not working good enough, get a smaller brush with this. Eyeshadow is all about like playing with brushes and playing with your looks. Like, they never always come out the same. It's always a little bit different. Like, one looks different than the other. This pink is very light under the eyes, but that's okay. Maybe I'll take a hit of that dark, just the the pink dark color, just so it looks a little pinky. Okay, so I'm actually using the blown out color and then half of the wing color. And I'm just blowing it out like that. Okay, I'm taking a little more of the dark color And I'm just going like this. This is a great brush also. This is a Luxie mini angle. It's great for under eyes because it's curved. So you just like literally go like this and glide it across and then flip it. Okay, so I think that's good. So that's the eye look using the e.l.f. palettes. If you want to see me use the brown e.l.f. palettes, which I think I used the one I had already, let me know and I'll do a look. For lips, I'm going to use my new Urban Decay. And I'm thinking if I want a liner. I'm not a liner girl, so I'm not going to do liner. I like to push the sides of the foundation in. Getting my foundation lips off. So I like to just push in the corners because after a while all day, I find if I don't do that, I'll have like foundation built up in the corners. I don't know why, but it's just me. Okay, so I'm using my Urban Decay Vice in Stark Naked. This is such a pretty color. It's like a pinkish brown. It's like a Your Lips but better color. It's so gorgeous. Love this color. And it goes really well with the eyes, actually. And then, because of me, I'm just going to take... You know what? I'm going to take the Morphe lipstick because it's a pink also. In Wifey. And I'm just going to go right in the middle. Sometimes I do like 16 colors. And now I'm going to use my gloss because, duh, it's new. Love it. Gorgeous lip color. Okay, I'm just going to throw on lashes and we'll talk about everything in a minute. Okay, so I got my lashes on. I used House of Lashes and Juliet. These are my new fave. I know I say that about all of them, but these are just perfect because they look like thick lash extensions. Like they could almost be your lashes, like kind of your lashes but better. Love these. And House of Lashes has great customer service, so I highly recommend. I accidentally, stupidly, I was like playing around to see how much money I get off for a discount, even though I literally just got 2 orders in. Because they have a promotion going on now, 20% off. So I was playing with it and I accidentally placed an order and I didn't want to order it. So I emailed them immediately and I was like, hey, I did this. I didn't mean to place the order, but it happened, and they canceled it. The money did get taken out of my credit card, but as soon as she canceled it, even though she said it might take 5 to 10 business days, it went right back in my account. So I'm very happy with that. It's probably because they did it so quickly. So that made me really happy. I'm just trying to, I got mascara up here. I'm just trying to brush it out because I want the lashes to be feathery. I always try not to get mascara on the false lashes. I try to just push it on my lashes, and then I always do this. I'll look up and I'll push with my finger, and obviously that happens. Get mascara all over your fingers, but okay. So, did all that. So, I just wanted to show you again what we used. So we use these 2 e.l.f. palettes, Rosewater and Berry Bad. And I also had this little one. So this color is beautiful too. I just love all these like it's almost like a contour color, but it's like a bronzer. I love all these colors. It's literally the exact color of this Milani bronzer, the Silky Matte in 01. This is what I always use to like just blow out my eyes. So if you're going out and you wanted to add like something sparkly, all you would do is add to the inner corner just like a really nice sparkly color, or you know, a glitter, anything you want really, just to spark it up. But this is how I really love doing my lashes. And my eyes, just like a blown out color with a wing, and that's about it. And just leave it. So you can touch up the wing if you want. You can add a little more color to it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Right now I'm not going to because I don't want to fuck it up because it looks good. So what I love with this look is a nude lower lash line. So I'm gonna do my nude lower lash line because I just feel like that really just makes the look pop. Like it makes your eyes just pop. Especially with this like berry pink color, and nude just goes so well. And this is a great liner. I know like LA Girl has a good one, and I think NYX has a good one, and Who else is a good one? Any like highlight colors? Sorry, the glue is sticking to my lower lash. Any good like not inner corner highlights. Any good eyebrow highlights would work great. Like brow bone highlights. No glue on my lower lash line. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so just the nude in the bottom. Sometimes I do 2 layers. I find that really helps. The Tarte Fake Awake is by far the best. Okay, I'm just gonna do a little bottom liner. You can line your top, like tight line your eyes by doing either a black or a brown on your inner upper lid to make it look seamless. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So you literally just do in here. Sometimes I find it doesn't really make a difference, especially if you have like a very skinny lash band. I don't find it really makes a difference because it kind of blends in if it's a skinny lash band, but that's that. Okay, so I think I talked about everything I wanted to talk about. I also got new lashes. These are the Posh Noir House of Lashes. I haven't tried those yet. I got a few other lashes. I have other things coming. I got elf stuff. I got more House of Lashes. I got a few other things. I'm about to place another another Ulta order because they're having a sale. But I don't think I'm getting any makeup. Oh, I did order Bondi Sands, so I'm gonna do tanning again because I used to use the Saint Tropez. I'm not into it. It's streaky. I don't love it. So I got all the Bondi Sands. I was watching a million YouTubes and I finally found Amy. I forgot her last name. Damn it, I wanted to give her a shout out. Anyway, I forgot her last name. So it's Amy something was using Bondi Sands, and I know it was sponsored, but it just came out so well. Like the tan looks so even. I researched it and I googled it, and I figured Loving Tan is a little expensive, and they have some mixed reviews, so I didn't want to spend all that money. It's literally like $60 for a bottle, and then you need the glove, and you need an exfoliating mitt, and you need tan extending lotion, like a moisturizer to keep it on. So I was like, fuck that. So I got all of that from Bondi Sands for like $65, which would be the cost of just the Loving Tan, just the tan. So I got ultra dark, which I'm a little nervous about because I had like light and medium also, and I'm like, shit, should I have gotten like light or should I have gotten like medium or just dark? But we're gonna see, because I feel like my face is what it looks like when I'm tan with this foundation color. So I feel like my body, if it's tanner, I don't know, I'll get a new foundation. I'll figure it out. Okay, so I'm going to stop babbling. I hope everyone is doing good during this quarantine. I know times are crazy. I wanted to throw up a video for those few of you that are watching that want to be entertained. All right, so have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you next time. Bye.